Welcome to Sacramento Culture Club. Smart, honest takes on the food, art, and performances defining Sacramento's culture. Hello, I'm Johnny Flores, host and producer of Sacramento Culture Club. Every Thursday, we bring you honest reviews from people who live and breathe Sacramento's culture, the restaurants, live performances, and events that define the city. You'll hear real opinions and thoughtful perspectives from locals and journalists who know what makes something truly worth your time. To kick things off for 2026, I'm joined by Odin Rasco and Kate Gonzales. Let's get into it. First up, Odin Rasco. He's covered news and theater in the Sacramento region and El Dorado County since 2020. In this segment, he highlights 5 upcoming stage productions he's excited about. This piece was created in partnership with Solving Sacramento.
December is the time for lists. Wish lists to be strategically sent to every friend, relative, and North Pole dweller just in time for the holidays. Grocery lists in preparation of big family gatherings, best of the year lists, and list of resolutions for New Year's Day, to be forgotten or ignored in short order. In the spirit of the list-making season, I've compiled one of my own in the hopes that it may prove a useful resource for you, dear listener. Consider an early gift for the holidays. Compiled here in convenient chronological order is a short lineup of 5 shows set to hit the stage in the Sacramento area in 2026 that I cannot wait to see. For those of you who know me, and to those of you who don't, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Odin. I review theater in the area. You might notice the list includes a few more musicals than I normally include. Though I love music and theater, it's a lot harder to sell me on a show when it's a combination of both. Sacrilege to some of you in the theater world, I know. That being said, it's hard to say no to Little Shop of Horrors or an opportunity to see a staging of Brecht. Please note that this list is far from comprehensive. Some theater troupes have yet to publicize or announce their upcoming seasons, so do make sure to keep your eyes peeled for the dozens of shows sure to be on their way next year. Misery, January 21st through February 15th at B Street Theater. B Street Theater is poised to start the new year with horror by bringing Stephen King's Misery to the Sophia. After novelist Paul Sheldon is pulled from the wreckage of a terrible car crash by his #1 fan, Annie Wilkes, he soon finds the wreckage may have been the better place to be. Wilkes reads an unpublished draft of Sheldon's upcoming novel, but when she doesn't like what she sees, she demands a rewrite. A story already packed with dark humor, suspense, and tension, the stage adaptation is sure to have audiences nailed to the edge of their seats as the story hurtles towards its conclusion. Romeo and Juliet, February 6th through March 8th at California Stage. The second production by California Volunteer Theater will bring a classically styled performance of Romeo and Juliet to California Stage. Though many theater troupes look to add something fresh to Shakespeare through reinterpretation or modernizing, this show is taking a different approach. Rather than add something new, California Volunteer Theater is reintroducing something very old, claiming it will be the first production of Romeo and Juliet staged with the original music from Shakespeare's production in at least 300 years. This show sounds like a must-see, if only to see a musical rendition of one of the Bard's most loved plays, not done by Baz Luhrmann. Little Shop of Horrors, March 6th through the 29th. At Davis Musical Theater Company. When the meekest man imaginable, floral assistant Seymour Krelborn, crosses paths with a peckish plant with big plans and a bigger mouth, something more than Miracle-Gro is going to be spilled. A classic musical, and full disclosure, one of my all-time favorites, featuring rock and roll, doo-wop, and R&B stylings, Little Shop of Horrors is the kind of show that will leave songs stuck in your head for a month after seeing it. I've more than once gone into an internet deep dive just to see the myriad of ways productions have portrayed the gargantuan man-eating plant Audrey 2, and I cannot wait to see how Davis Musical Theater Company goes about it when the show comes around in March. Threepenny Opera, March. Dates unannounced. Light Opera Theater of Sacramento. A dark and gritty musical that pushed the entire genre into strange new places when it was first performed after World War I. Threepenny Opera is a satire that bites at both the criminal underworld and high society, while illustrating how blurry the line between the two can be. Light Opera Theater of Sacramento will be staging a new English translation/adaptation of the show in a cabaret style this March, and I cannot wait to see it. At present, this is my most anticipated show for the first half of 2026. A smattering of the show's songs have found lives of their own in popular culture, with crooner lovers sure to recognize Mac the Knife, while fans of the Doors might be surprised to hear Alabama Song. Fat Ham, March 18th through April 19th, Capitol Stage. In mid-March, Capitol Stage will present the Sacramento premiere of the 2022 Pulitzer Prize-winning Fat Ham. Juicy, a queer Southern college kid, finds a new level of difficulty in his life when his father's ghost reappears in his backyard and demands he avenge his murder. If you think this sounds a bit familiar, don't worry, Juicy does too. But Juicy isn't Hamlet. He's more interested in breaking cycles of trauma and violence than his Shakespearean counterpart. A story in conversation with its literary legacy while confronting new questions, it seems like a sure bet that Fat Ham will move audiences with its mix of love, loss, pain, and joy.
Thank you, Odin. Our next contributor is journalist and editor Kate Gonzales. She's been reporting in the Sacramento region for nearly 20 years. Kate stops by Meza California, a new Arab-Mexican fusion restaurant in Midtown, and reflects on how food and values intersect there. Take it away, Kate.
In Sacramento, there's a new restaurant that might be familiar to some as an Arab-Mexican fusion that's popped up at farmers markets, breweries, and events around the city since 2022. In December, Meza California laid down roots in Midtown, and I went to check it out during its opening week for lunch. Well, I was raised on Mexican food that consists of large portions, crunchy tacos, and sides of Mexican rice and refried beans. The novelty of this cultural fusion drew me in, but its newness wasn't my only reason to support the business. One of the first reasons I noticed Meza California, which is in the 16th Street building that was long home to Simon's Bar and Cafe, was its Ceasefire Now sign in the window. Being curious, I looked up their website and found a value section that included uplifting communities of color and supporting environmentally and racially just food systems. It's easy to fall into the trap of spending our money in places that don't align with our values. For many of us, it's pretty much a given, especially when it comes to food. So when I see signs that a business does align with my values, I want to support it. I guess that's a good New Year's resolution. I entered 1415 16th Street in early December during their opening week. It was the later part of their lunch service on a cold weekday. It was a little slow, but the people who came in, including myself and the group of coworkers after me, asked questions that showed their enthusiasm and their unfamiliarity. The server at the walk-up counter where you order answered them patiently. The menu includes 4 signature flatbreads that you can get open-faced or rolled, and I ordered the open-faced Viva Palestina, a 10-inch sourdough flatbread made in-house, topped with sumac-braised chicken, arugula, and pickled onion. It came out looking simple but pretty, and I debated going at the 4 slices with a fork before folding a piece pizza style and diving in. Before it hit my mouth, I could smell the fresh flatbread, which is like a tortilla but thicker and pillowy. The delicious shredded chicken was well balanced with the pickled onion and raw arugula. An occasional Christmas song in Spanish played in the background, which I enjoyed. The menu also features smaller plates of dips like baba ganoush, hummus, labna, or mahorama to choose from, served with mini flatbreads. Or you can get a sampler plate with all the dips, house-marinated olives, and veggies. The Meza sampler is available for dine-in only, and I'll definitely be trying it next time I visit. They have a breakfast wrap, a salsa flight, and a selection of desserts like the cocoa chip tahini cookie and arroz con leche, a rice pudding with cardamom and rose. They also offer a coconut carrot soup paid on a sliding scale. Being halal, the restaurant doesn't serve alcohol. and I ordered one of 3 agua frescas on the menu, the hibiscus rose cooler called the Jamaica Rosada. They also serve hot tea, coffee from Anchor and Tree Roasters just across the street, and Mexican hot chocolate. While I'm finishing my meal, I see another group of coworkers come in, excited to try one of the newest restaurants within walking distance to the Capitol. One of them hugs the owner, whose toddler is in her arms, and congratulates her on the restaurant. Gone are the days of high tops, late-night eats, and last calls that 1415 16th Street was once known for before Simmons closed in 2023. But in its vacancy, I'm excited to see something new pop up in the neighborhood. A healthy option for lunch or dinner, one where my money is supporting a small business built around their values. In an interview with the Sacramento Bee, the owner said she wants her restaurant to be the opposite of the toxic restaurant culture for workers. Externally, they support causes like Palestinian fundraising and NorCal Resist, which shares information about immigrants' rights. As a business owner, it can be risky to put your values at the forefront, but it's critical that we support those who do. Meza is open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 to 2 for lunch and 5 to 9 for dinner. You can also catch them every Saturday at the Midtown Farmers Market from 9 to 1, and they offer catering services. You can follow them on Instagram at Meza California.
Thank you to Kate Gonzales and Odin Rasco for their work on this episode. Odin's piece was created in partnership with Solving Sacramento, with a special thanks as well to Managing Director Sina Christian. You can learn more at solvingsacramento.org. If you like what you heard, share it with a friend and subscribe so you never miss what's happening around Sacramento. Got a favorite spot or an event we should check out? Leave a message at johnny@florespodcastproductions.com. Your pick might make it into a future episode. Sacramento Culture Club is a production of Flores Podcast Productions and is produced and hosted by me, Johnny Flores. Thanks for listening, Sacramento.